Good evening and welcome to the stream. Just trying to get the sound level right here and we'll be ready to start up. Alright, so hi there. Opera back again for another Friday stream, and I'm looking at you in stereo at the moment. I'm also muted, so we should sort that out before we forget anything. So let's just do that. Yeah, so it is Friday again, and it's time to do some stuff. I have been doing a few things here in the server during the week, so we have a few things that we can actually look at. You'll notice that we have drained our harness quite a bit. That is something to do with running around with Lady and trying to find some things. We were recording an episode together. And I just realised that I should actually get what is it called? The view on, so I can actually see what's going on. So let me just sort that out for you. There we go. Now I can actually see. Hi there. But yeah, if you look to the left there, there's quite a bit of drain on our harness. That's because we did an episode with Lady Random, and we were looking for some stuff. We were doing thumb crafting, and one of the things that we were focusing on is essentia distillation. But in order to do that, you require silverwood. So Lady and me went out to find a silverwood tree for her to cut down, and then after that we went back and did the episode. But on the way I also managed to find something quite interesting, but it is on the other half side of the day, so I think that we were going to just leave it for a little bit and then have a look at it afterwards. But over here we have finished our earthen bees. We are working on ordered bees and what are they called? Ordered bees and chaotic bees. A little bit of lag going on. And over here, this might be getting a little full. You can see we have our watery bees here, and over here we have our earthen bees, which is also producing. And then out here we are, because we need to have lava as a base, we have our fire bees and our air bees, which are nearly complete. The ordered and chaotic bees, they still need some more time, but these here are doing quite well. So these here, we're just purifying them, but this strain here is getting quite close to done, so maybe we will just start getting it over. So normal, slowest, it's the same all the way down, but we're still trying on this page to get as good things as we can. So let's see what we have. Normal, slowest, fair enough. Up to both two. We definitely want both if we can get it. Both of those are up. And this one is up. That means that you are the best choice. Take out those as well. And just, no, not my crafter, I need that. And in here, these are our main air bees. So what we're going to do is, we're looking for normal, faster, slow. See, it still has another strain there, and then we're trying to perfect this bit. So normal, faster, you're a good candidate. You're not as good a candidate. You, normal, faster, slow. Yeah, we're definitely using you. And then we will use you for this one. I'll run those two together. And we'll just analyze these so that they will mix inside the chest. Oh, no, we need that. Okay, so this one here, we'll just continue purifying, except she's actually done purifying, so we can try running her again. Or we could just start breeding her together with one of these. I think we'll do that. So I think we'll not mark that because of fire hazards. Let's stick our goggles on. Oh, and it's almost night time. So let's just hop over here and check our other bees. These have been run, so we need to check them. Okay, let's see here. Supernatural, you're not interesting, you're not interesting. They both need to be purified again. Okay, but what about the drones? No. 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 And also no. And also no. Well then. I think we'll just put those in there. Grab these. And let's have a look at these here. We're still purifying them, so we're not terribly interested in actually analyzing them at the moment. I'll give you some more drones. And you. Okay, let's just empty our pockets. And grab the last couple. There we go. Now to go sleep. So what else have we been doing? Well, we have, if you notice, I have some inbar in my inventory, and that is because we have run into a little bit of an issue, and that is that some of our bees has been a little too productive, such as our pink bees here, which were getting very close to maximum. But if we hop up here, which has been running a little bit longer, we have here almost full, but this one 12,129, so that one was definitely full. The good thing is it doesn't kill your queen, so you don't have to worry about that. It just keeps it around. Alright, so we need to have our staff on our bar. All those giant slimes. So let's see here what we have. Yeah, this is what we have been looking at. Can't see it at the moment, but these here, this one is fully grown. We could harvest that one. We have gotten ourselves some air, petitio and ignis beans, and now we just need to grow more of them so that we can start breeding our beans, and one of the reasons why we want to do that is because if we look in our book here, while I was out with Lady, we ran into something, and what we ran into was this Vitium. That is taint. And I don't know about you, but I have very little interest in going to a tainted biome. So my plan is to try and breed tainted beans to get a source of it. And then once we have that source, we can start doing some of the infusion that we have been cut off from. Another thing I want to do is to work towards this one here, the NVIDIA, because we don't have a source for NVIDIA at the moment. So that one we will be working on as well. But we're going to have to build up a little bit of a storage of beans before we can actually start worrying about that sort of thing. Other than that, I've been working on this thing, which I talked a little bit about. So I've been doing some basic designs. Still not sure about the corners, but tried it out. I don't not like it. So let's see here. There's some things I want to try, because I have prepared some things here. Don't mind this over here, but this and this we are going to be playing with. And the first thing I want to play with is this thing here. So we're going to do some alchemy. So in with Tenebrae, some Victus and a rose, and that gives us an umbral rose bush. Now, what is this? Well, it is a black rose, and the idea behind the black rose is that you can get black dye from it, and the description says that it grows like weeds, and as it happens, T-Snow has been looking for black dye. I helped him with the ebony bees, but I figured why not try this out over here and see if we could make things a lot worse. Look down there. So we're going to go down here, and then we're going to say, let's have a chunk here. This is a good place. We claim that, chunk load it, we'll de-chunk load it later, but right now we'll just pop this down and see what happens. Because this one is supposed to like give single roses, but if it spreads like a weed, T-Snow might just be able to go out and harvest it now and then. So that's the hope. But now that it's chunk loaded, we don't need to sit around here. So we can head back to our base. Vroom. Alright. So yeah, I've been doing a little bit of research. Nothing major, a few things here and there. This one I'm interested in, the ethereal bloom. That has just recently shown up, and I think that is because of the taint. Bottle taint. Why would you want this? Indeed, why would I want this? Yeah, I think that's because I discovered the element taint that those things have shown up. Let's see, other than that, I don't think we have a whole lot new. We just generally have some different things we haven't explored, of course. But yeah, we I think we should start out today by doing a couple bits of research. Take 3 pieces of paper, our scribing tools, there's something in here. So we want to have this one. And what are the other ones we want? Is it Forming Horizon? No. Not Automati, is it? No. Artifice? Yeah, Artifice, Arcane Levitator, and also the Warded Arcana. We're going to do those. Let's stick this back in here, let's take this out. Let's have a look at them. Okay. This one requires the knowledge of taint, ethereal bloom. That makes sense. Let's save that a moment. Look at this. Motus, Velatus. Velatus goes into air, we know that. Motus. Motus goes into Machina. It goes into, whoops. It goes into Examinis. We don't want to use that. It contains air. Well then, we'll just do this. Air, air, arbor, air, arbor. One piece then. Okay, this one is a little more complicated. So, Machina. This one goes to Auto. Machina goes to Instrumentum, which goes to Auto. So, Instrumentum. These two will go to Auto. Then we can go to Potentia from Auto, and we can go from Potentia to Ignis, which goes into Cognitio. Then we need to have Tutamen. Let's see, Tutamen. Tutamen is Instrumentum and Terra. So we could go to Terra, then go from Terra to Metallum to Vitreous. So if we go Terra, Metallum, Vitreous, then we can do Potentia, Auto, and done. Alright, so Sano contains Victus and Auto. Harbour contains Victus and Terra. So we could do Victus, Victus, Terra. Victus, Victus, Harbour. I think we'll do that. Victus, Victus, and then do Harbour for the centre. That will contain, combine those two. Then we have the Taint, and I can't remember what that is. Then again, we've only used it once. What I mean is we have only just discovered it. So that is Presentatio and Peditio. Okay. So if we do Presentatio, then Presentatio goes into Potentia. Hi there, Sean, good evening. How are you tonight? Potentia will be linked up by Ignis. And we are out of gas. Okay, we're going to need some more dye. Some black dye. And then we need 2 shards. So how are you doing? Let's change our clothes. Okay, so let's see. Victors. What can Victors go into? Victors can go into Harbour. We can go into Linus. We can go into Mortars. We can go into Terra. So we go to Terra, then we could go to Vitreous to Audio. So Terra, Vitreous, Audio. Terra, Vitreous, Audio, that will do it. Terra, Vitreous, and Audio. Research complete. Let's stick this back in here for now. Oh, into Animal Crossing. I've never played Animal Crossing myself. I heard that it's something that eats your life. That's about it, really. Let's just change back. I didn't want to carry that around forever. So, let's see here. Warded Arcana, Arcane Levitator, and Ethereal Bloom. So, let's start with the Arcana things. So, the Warded Arcana first. Some experimentation has led to an interesting discovery: the ability to imprint memories in inanimate objects. Your first attempt is using the discovery is doors, pressure plates, and other blocks that remember who placed them. The door can only be reopened with a wand by the person who placed it. Additionally, the door will refuse to open for anyone but its owner. The owner can also craft iron or gold keys that will grant others access to this door. By crafting an iron key and clicking on the door, you will link the key to that door. You can give the key to another person, and they will be able to use the door to gain permanent permission to open it. They will still not be able to break the door or grant anyone else access. For that, you need the gold key. The gold key serves much the same function as the iron key, except they can only grant other people iron key access to the door. Only the original owner of the door can hand out gold key access. They are also not able to remove the door with a wand. Only the original owner will be able to do that. This pressure plate has a few novel features. Firstly, it has three settings that can be toggled by right-clicking on it. It can trigger on everything, like a wooden pressure plate, just you, or everything except you. Secondly, like other warded items, only you can remove it. Lastly, it can be linked to other players with the use of keys. These pressure plates can be used to open arcane doors as long as someone with access to the plate has access to the door as well. Warded glass is a simple cosmetic block but like other warded objects, it cannot be broken except by the person who placed it. Keys cannot be used to give others access. Warded glass. Ah, so that's what they were making. I was wondering what they were making over at T-Snows. Okay, so that's the Warded Arcana, the Arcane Levitator. While not true flight, the Arcane Levitator is the next best thing. When placed, the Levitator lifts any item or creature above it up to 10 blocks into the air. A sneaking creature or player will slowly be lowered. Each Levitator placed upon another increases the range at which it can lift entities by 10 blocks. So a stack of 3 can lift entities 30 blocks. Levitators can be deactivated by applying a redstone signal to them. Okay, interesting. I would like to mess with that. Great wood, planks, earth, air, nitro, iron. Earth, nitro, iron, great wood. Yeah, I heard it was sort of like it's almost like a game that doesn't want to be played, because it's like you can come back tomorrow and do stuff. Okay, so that is the Arcane Levitator. Then we're looking for something else, and I can't quite remember where it is. We're going to have to look around a little bit. Forming a replicator, that's not what we want. Infusion, no. Energetics is not what we want either. Although we have opened up some research. The Digicentia storage. Interesting. Ooh, shovel of the purifier, like a hot knife through really gross butter. Tainted stone, tainted tree. The root of flux bears gross fruit. Not sure I want that. Blood wand core. Levitational locomotive. Ethereal platform, I think that's the one we want. You have devised a block that is only solid for anyone standing on top of it. The block does not have a collision box for anyone who doesn't meet this criteria or is sneaking. You can camouflage the block as any other by simply clicking on it. You think you can use this with the Arcane Levitator for some interesting effects. 2 great wood, 1 silver wood. Okay, so 2 great wood, 1 silver wood. I think you can already imagine what I'm sort of thinking here. So if we do that, wait, what's that? Wood shears? Okay. Well, we're crafting, so let's change. Okay, so let's see. Ethereal platform. Break this. Like that. That. Earth on top, air on bottom. Nitro in the center. Arcane Levitator. Let's get our boots back. Okay, so what we are going to be doing is we're going to be replacing these. We're going to need to replace this as well, and this. So we're actually going to need one more. I think we're going to place it here. That will also be the exact number that we need. So we need one more great wood, one of those, break that, 2 back, okay, so let's see here, that and that, put on my shoes. Apparently only the shoes really give us anything, because the harness is actually better. I just keep forgetting that. So now we have that. We can change these back again. Toasty! Okay, so if we hop down here, whoop, that's going to be interesting. Then we'll do that. We'll take the marble, put that there. Ah! Let's see. We can also camouflage this block as any other by simply clicking on it. Okay. Not exactly what I wanted. Hey, come back here, you. Let's just step back a second. So not what we wanted. Camouflage the block by clicking on it. Not entirely certain what that means, but okay. Ah! Let me down. Okay, so we can go down through the floor. I'm not sure I'm keeping this, but it's fun to play around with. We can go up. Whee! Whee! I don't think we're gonna keep it, but it's fun. Let's let it stay for now. Let's stick these in here until we need them. Let's just check the time of night. It is fairly early in the night, and that is good because I want to make something. I want to make, like, if we can camouflage this, we will keep it, but otherwise probably not. We are going to need to have golden carrots, fire shards, these for backup, and this goes here. We'll change this over to crafting focus. Do one of these in each corner. Do these. And then we'll start the reaction. Ah! Lux and senses. Okay, and the last one. Thank you. There we go. These we don't need anymore. So Not this one either. So this here, if we press V, we can change them. Or take it off with Shift V. So, if we go out here, what does this do? Well, whoop! Look at that! We have permanent night vision. How cool is that? Honestly, if I want to make this really useful, I should lower it down so that it won't push me up like this, so that it will only push me to exactly the level I want to go to. But yeah. Okay, so that's one lens, and you might have noticed we have a couple more that we want to play with. So let's have a quick look in the book. If we go to Thermic Horizons, this is the one we made. The Illumine lens. We also have the Kirlian lens, the Evanescent lens, and the Scholar's lens. The Kirlian lens is one that makes creatures visible. The Evanescent one, let's see, what does that do? Light cannot penetrate most forms of matter, but magic is not so easily stopped. You have designed a lens capable of pulling light short distances through the thermic field, allowing you to see through a 3x3 square of blocks. Unfortunately, the light waves suffer decoherence when passing through certain complex objects, such as blocks, and such blocks will remain opaque. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds interesting. And then we have Scholar's lens. Well, it's basically an X-ray lens, I guess. And then we have this one here. When first assigning your goggles of revealing, you considered the thermometer's scanning abilities to be an acceptable loss. Now, this trade-off is no longer necessary. When equipped, the Scholar's lens will automatically scan any block or entity under your crosshairs, assuming it is within range. That's pretty awesome. So it's an auto scanner. Let's get rid of this. So, I actually don't know if we have something we haven't scanned. Marble cannot be scanned. I think we've scanned everything. That's the problem. We've even scanned Jerry. A block of silver. I don't think we have scanned a block of silver. Nope. Let's place that there. And let's make a Kirlian lens. Oh wait, was it the Scholar's lens? Yeah, it was the Scholar's lens. The Kirlian one was the yellow one. So, we are going to need scribing tools. We're going to need a book. We have some backup materials in case of accidents. Then we have a feather for the same reason. And we have these. And then we have the glass. The glass goes in the center. Boop. This one on the opposite side. That one. And that one. And then we're going to need to have you as well. Keep stepping back into that. So it's going to take some senses. What more does it take? Cognitio. And one more. presentatio. It's that one. Shard. Book. The order shard. And bam! There we go. So now we can change between them. So there we go. Now we have auto scanning. Oh. This one's just going to scan forever. Nothing can be learned from this. Probably going to be annoying, but see, that one we have scanned. Block of tin. We could try with that. There we go. Let's stop that. Let's clear our inventory a little bit. We're going to need this, that, this one we're going to need. Because we are going to stick that back in these over here. Okay, so let's see here. Let's try this one first, I think. So we do the glass first. Then we need to have these for extra materials. The ender eye. That and glowstone. So boop, boop, boop. And whoop. Ah! Census. Some vacuums. And some lux. Bit. There we go. So let's see what it does. Okay, this is weird. This is very weird. Interesting. Okay, apparently you fall through the floor if you look at the floor while standing on it. It's a little strange. Change back to that lens again. Let's put our lenses over here. Stick everything we don't need back in the chest, and let's make the last lens. Glass, egg, shard, shard, and bone. And let's see what happens. I did make more examiners. I was suddenly afraid that I didn't. That would have been bad. Bone, air shard, egg, another air shard, and there we go. Lens complete. Let's put these back in here. Yeah, I'm going to be messed up by that for a long while. Alright, so this lens here, if you notice, we can see stuff. Oh, there's stuff below us. The guys in the room below. The question is if that is a sign of life or if it's a sign of death. It's a sign of life, based on that cow. So yeah, now we can see where there is creatures around. And it gives a different aura if it is undead life, so we can see that sort of stuff. Let's change back to the night vision one though. That's quite nice. So that can be helpful if we're ever, for instance, going to, what is it called? Going to, like, look for caves or something. We can see the monsters through the wall. Alright. That is the lenses that I wanted to play with. Then I wanted to make some other stuff as well. And the first we want to do is we want to make some, what is it called, formium. So, let's hop in here. It's weird when it turns blue like that. Go, we have our formium. That needs to go there. Actually, they should go here. Then we need all of these. And they go in here. Oh, made them without my rebate, but oh well. It's only like 1%. Okay, so let's change this time though. Yeah, it's an interesting effect. Redstone, quartz, vines, nitro, and one of the upgrades, which gives a workbench upgrade of earth. So the workbench upgrade of earth goes on the workbench, strangely enough. First of all though, you, my little friend, you get a belly button. Or rather, a belly piercing. Because then you can start picking up some more stuff at a time. And we are going to need to have some of this. Because if we pop this in here, actually let's make a little more since we have space. So take 6 of them. Now you will notice he works. If we upgrade this, he will be able to work longer and apply his own strength. So now he's faster. Then we can upgrade him. And now he gets really fast. Now there's 2 speed upgrades. There's the air upgrade and the earth upgrade. The air upgrade will make him faster than this even, but he will become lethargic as an exchange for it. However, this one here makes him moderately faster and also makes it so that he can work longer before getting lethargic. I love these guys. So, that is that. Now, let's see out here. Our bees should be done with their cycle, so let's have a look at them. Stop mutating into something. The only issue is now it's actually going to be difficult to see that it's turning nighttime, which it is right now. It's pretty though. There's a dot of light. Okay, let's check on the other bees. Fermented bees here was one of the ones that was giving us trouble as well. They were getting many. Toss those in there. Normal, slowest. Oh, you. Ooh. Normal, slowest. Not you. Normal, slowest. Both. You're okay. Normal, slowest. Not you. You two. You and you. Okay, let's see our windy bees here. Normal, faster, slow still, but the other ones are starting to stabilize. Come on. Are we gonna crash? We might have a crash. I think we have a crash. I have had it running for a little bit, so it's not unusual. Yeah, let's crash it. There we go. But yeah, you might be able to see what it is I'm building in the addition to the house. We're building a tower. And my idea is to have sort of a walkway from the terrace on the main bit of the house, and then have a bridge going over to the tower. And then in the tower, my idea is to have Thorncraft stuff there. Like most of our Thorncraft stuff will be inside the cave because we need so much space for the infusion. Though I may move it. Don't think so though. But we will have some things in there. So yeah. And I have a very specific idea for it. Because last time we were talking about using synthesize to upgrade our wand, and that's all fine and good, but the problem is that we would have to use multiple nodes unless we get extremely lucky and find that exact one node that has all the 6 base aspects, which is going to be bloody rare. So that's probably not going to happen. But I have idea. So we have plans for how to handle this little situation. The only problem is that the only way to do this is to do what we're not supposed to do. But as they say when you read about Thaumcraft, it's difficult to be a thaumaturge and just be good. So yes, you might have guessed it, we're going to play around with some forbidden magic. It's only minor things, but I mean, we can't even get the full benefit of everything unless we have some taint in us, or not taint, that's warp. Flotsam if it's gas, taint if it is corrupted, and warp if it is in us. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the first step into the darker arts and see how far it carries us. It might unlock more things that we can do. I know for a fact that one of the things is once you start getting warpy, like the warp is separated into different things. There is a permanent warp that you can never get rid of. Then there's temporary warp, which persists until you clean it off, and you can't clean it off until you're already warpy, because you need to have the research, you have to know about warp on your own body before you can learn how to scrub it away. Then there's temporary warp, which will affect you for a certain period of time, and then there's a 4th type as well. Oh yeah, the 4th type is warpy items. So that is items that gives you warp when you're wearing them and disappears once you take the items off. Still don't know why we get that minecart sound, it's so weird. Give me back my bee. Put it in my pocket. Thank you. Okay, let's continue analyzing here. Normal, faster, faster. You are an okay candidate. Normal, faster, slow. No, the other one is better. Normal, faster, slow. That bit is better, but we're going to use you here. And use you here. Normal, faster, faster. That's actually a very good one. And then the other one here. This was the one. That one is not a good one though. Okay, so that was all of them, right? Yes. Yep. So, once these... Oh, I want to see how it looks underwater. Oh yeah, that's right. This lens doesn't work underwater as opposed to the normal what is it called, night vision. So that's a little bit of a difference. But hey, this is still pretty awesome. So let's see. Let's get warpy, shall we? Let's just stick you in. Hello. Gimme. So, we are going to need to do some stuff. I have already done the initial research. So, all we need to do is take the last step and trigger it. And once we do that, there's no way back. We are warpy. And that's the one I left in here. And it is, if we take our book here, this one here, node catalyzation. Ooh, we're now warpy. I don't know if we can even see how it is in any way, or how warpy we are. I think there's an analyzer of sorts. So if we look in here, we have node catalyzation. From nothing, something. We need to have a water jar, Salus Mundus and 4 great wood planks, along with Ordo and Peditio in an arcane workbench, and that will give us an unattuned node matrix. By applying your knowledge of nodes and water jars, you have successfully devised a method of catalyzing the formation of new nodes. By attuning a freshly crafted blank node matrix towards any combination of essentia to provide the seed for the node's growth, you can then infuse it with a large amount of compatible vis to spark the node's growth. So, we can make a node that contains every type of essentia. We can make one that contains one type of essentia. We can mix and match. And then afterwards, we take the attuned node matrix, and then we make a node. In this case, we make one with 15 in each, or we can make up to 120, which is quite nice. But look at that, 1,200 Ignis to do it. And it's a dangerous instability one, so this might go bad. So yeah, we're going to need Salus Mundus, and we're going to need 4 for the one, and then we're going to need 2 for that reaction, and we're going to need at least 1 more so that we can save it if something blows up. Just for safety. So let's make our Salus Mundus. And while that is cooking, let's gather the other items. We needed 4 great wood. We needed a water jar. There we go. Salus Mundus. The thaumaturge's salt. We will stick that in there. Great wood around, or was it the other way around? It was probably the other way around, right? Doop 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 doop. There we go. Boots. Craft. And we are crafting things that are warpy, so that means that the first time we craft it, we're also going to get warpy from it. So that's a little iffy, and we might even do it for every single step of it. So now we need to attune it, and we want one that has every type of aspect. So we're going to go out here, grab some Ordo, some Peditio, some Ignis, some air, terra, and some aqua. And the last one. That gives us one with one of each. Yep, we certainly got that again. And now we just need to actually activate the node, which is 150 of every type of essentia to Salus Mundus, and then it's going to be dangerous. Let's, for safety, grab our boots so that we can move fast, just in case. Put that there. The Salus Mundus on opposing sides, actually. Let's not put them there. Let's put them here, just in case it surges. We don't want it to kill our golems. Ah! Extra storage of it up here. Ow, stop that. We have an extra storage of essentia up here in the top. Because it's probably going to drain everything. Go. Grab the Salus Mundus. Really likes to knock that one off. I'm still only partially through the ordo. Almost done with the ordo. And it's going to grab aqua. Surge. Consuming the first 64. Stop knocking those off, please. We have a little bit extra essentia of everyone, just in case that it acts up, because as you can see, it likes to knock these things off. And all of a sudden pulls from the side. Just want to check on our golems here. You're full life, good. We're pulling Ignis now. Almost halfway through the reaction. Okay. Nothing blew up, but it made a boom. Ow. You stop sapping me, you ass. Sounds like something happened. I don't see anything. almost halfway. Halfway marker. The music is so quiet with all this going on that I can't hear it. Almost 2/3. The last bit, 2/3 marker, detail next. See, I think when you craft something warpy, it only gives you the warp for it the first time. At least a permanent warp. But basically now we have permanent warp and we have temporary warp. Oh! Look at that 8, the Salus Mundus. Just going to make one more, shall we? Oh, bloody hell. Panic, 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 panic. We'll put it here instead. Make one more. Almost there. Grab the Salus Mundus. Ah! I'm in the ceiling again. It blew up both of them at the same time. Arsehole reaction. Almost there. Oh, there it goes. It's the last flue. One Salus Mundus, 2 Salus Mundus, and done! We're safe! Let's put the Salus Mundus in the chest and let's see what we have made. A very small one. We have a node in a jar, a normal node, air, ignis, aqua, ordo, pedito and terra. All of them 15. Doesn't really matter how much, because we are going to use it together with this thing. And my idea is that inside the tower here, I want to make a is it nighttime or is it just raining? I can't see because of the lens. It's not nighttime. So what I want to do with the tower is I want to make a chamber in the top, And in that chamber, under the roof, I want to have that node with the stabilizer and the node energizer have the node, or the, what is it called, the vis relay, and then have the, what is it called, the foci manipulator thing. Well, it destroyed 2 Salasmanders, so it kind of did a lot. It's also made a bunch of gas. See if we can remove the gas, shall we? So let's see here. Boop boop. Boop boop. And boop. At least the gas can be removed. Otherwise it would be a bit of an arse. Alright. We're making progress. We're also kind of dooming ourselves by doing things we probably shouldn't. But it's either spend 2 months looking for the perfect node, or we get warpy. So we get warpy. Oh, we get 8 out of it. I don't think we need more than that then. So, now that we're warpy anyway, let's see if we've unlocked some new interesting research. Let's look in our Thumbonomicon. Nothing here. Can of course also be that we're not dark enough. This one we still need to check out. Ethereal Bloom. Shimmerleaf is often overshadowed by its mystical neighbor, the Silverwood tree, but it has magical properties of its own. Like the Silverwood, Shimmerleaf flowers have purifying properties that lie dormant. You have found a way to awaken these properties and turn it into an ethereal bloom. Ethereal blooms slowly but surely restores land corrupted by mystical means to its former glory. This includes the blight known as taint. While it cannot combat taint directly, few tainted growths can survive outside their native environment for long and tend to die back. The flower only purifies the land bathed in its light, out to a range of 8 blocks. So that's an anti-taint flower. Interesting. Advanced node jarring, both more and less jarring if you think about it. That one we definitely want. Let's just take them all out. So grab that one. It's still locked. Apocrypha maybe? Nothing there. AP Apimancy? Evil Apimancy? No? I don't understand that the Necromancer's staff isn't one that is evil. Every part of my instincts tell me that that would be the case, but okay. Might not just not be warpy enough. Let's do Research Mastery as well. It's only mostly harmless, which means that it's one of the lowest ones. While the other one here, that's not even a dark one. Both more or less jarring if you think about it. So, Research Mastery. Okay, so Census. Census, what is going into Census? Census can go into Nvidia, which we only have very little of. It can go into Air and Spiritus. That's pretty much it. Let's see, Spiritus. Spiritus contains Victus and Mortis. Makes sense. So we could do there. And then to get down there, if we do Arbor, Terra, Victus. Arbor, Terra, Vitreous. These two can be linked up by that. Let's see. This one here can go into that one, which can go into Air, connect to Arbor. The Presentatio can go into Potentia. Ah, bugger. Which goes there. I guess we might as well use the Potentia anyway. And just do one more Ignis there, and that is done. The advanced node jarring. We have Lucrum. Lucrum is Humanus and Famus. Okay. Humanus and Famus. So, if we go to Humanus, Humanus can go to Cognitio. Cognitio can go to Ignis. And Ignis can go to another Ignis there. Potentia and Potentia. Ita. What does Ita contain? I agree with you though, Sean. I was a little bit afraid that it would blow out everything as well. But hey, it was a dangerous reaction. Ita is Motus and Terra. So if we do Terra, so we get Terra. Terra, Vitreous, Order. We need a Vitreous to connect that up. Me, that's being an idiot. And then we have Aurum. Aurum contains Presentatio and Air. Okay, so Air. That means that we can go from Terra to Harbour to Arbor to Air to Arbor and done. So let's do the one that's not warpy first. Advanced node jarring. You have finally found a way to jar nodes without damaging them. Utilizing your breakthroughs in warding magic, you can construct the jar in so stable a fashion that the normal pressures exerted by the process are minimized to levels that the node is guaranteed to remain unscathed throughout. Build the structure around the node as normal, but replace the ordinary glass with warded glass and the planks with silverwood logs. Silverwood logs? Holy crap. Next, ward the logs using a warding focus. Ahaha. Ahaha. Finally, right click on one of the warded logs with a wand or similar tool that has no focus equipped. If you have the requisite vis, the node will immediately be jarred safe and sound. So warded glass and greatwood logs. Oh, it was greatwood logs, that's not so bad. But the reason why I said ahaha is because this is the one that is referring to, and that requires a bloody nether star. It's not like I have a bloody nether star. I'm not gonna have one anytime soon, so yeah. Not unless I can make a bee that makes skulls, then I can make one. But yeah, that's not going to happen right now. So let's take our research march 3. Oh. And let's see what it gives us. Research duplication. Sharing is caring. Research mastery. You have become even more efficient at performing research. Whenever you remove an aspect that you placed in a hex, there's a 50% chance that you will regain the research point. Additionally, there's a 10% chance that whenever you place an aspect, that it will not cost any research points to do so. Lastly, you are able to combine aspects in the research table by shift-clicking on the aspect you wish to create. If you have enough of the component aspects, they will automatically combine to create the required aspect. Handy. Now we have research duplication. I think that is to make a tome of knowledge sharing, but I'm not certain. So let's make that real quick. Oh bloody hell. Fabrico contains instrumentum, permutatio. Permutatio contains ordo. So instrumentum. Ordo. Let's see, we need potentia here, ignis here, then we need an ordo here, and we need to combine those up. We'll do that with vitreous. Vitreous, ordo. Let's see, Lacrum contains Humanus. Humanus contains Cognitio. And Cognitio contains Ignis, which contains Potentia. And then we have Sensus. Sensus is air. And what more? Sensus. Sensus is air and spiritus. Air can go into motus, which can go into ordo. So, air and motus. Research duplication. You have discovered a way to copy a completed research node. When you complete research, or place a completed research node in the research table, you will see a star icon. Clicking this will create a copy of this research as long as you are carrying paper and ink and have enough aspects available. The more copies are created of that research, the more expensive copying will become. Interesting. Not what I expected, but not unwelcome. Nine hells. It doesn't sound very pleasant. Brain in a jar. Could do that, but it's bloody creepy. We also have the advanced golems. I'm not certain. What do you think, Sean? Should we do advanced golems now that we are warpy anyway? Transvector interface. Golem connector, a spectralizer. Okay, we'll do advanced golems. Let's just see if there's anything else we want. Thermic cake. I almost want to do this one just to make thermic cake to place all over Pi space. Because he keeps placing cake all over my place. Let's do that one too. Let's see. Let them eat cake. And flesh golems I'm not certain about. It's like it's just creepy. But advanced golems could be very handy if they're very creepy. Okay, time to do research. Let's start with red crystal. Okay, that one should be easy. This one we'll do that. We will do auto here, Ignis there, and Ignis here. Paper, ink sac. Okay. Then we have the thermic cake. We have Gula, Famous and Vacuous. Famous contains Vacuous, so we could connect them up by Vacuous. Okay, Fabrico. Where's Fabrico? There we go. Instrumentum, and instrumentum contains audio. Audio can go into so vacuous contains air. Let's do air and air. Do instrumentum. Do audio for that. Then we can take Vitreous. Let's see. We need to go Vitreous, Terra, Herba, So we'll connect these up by arbor. We will go to Herba, Terra, and Vitreous. Then we have Entropic Refining. Oh, I can't remember what that one is. So let's see. It's the mining one. Perfodio, Terra and Humanus. Terra and Humanus. That means that we could see if we take Vacuous, then we do Terra, do Arbor, and Air, and Advanced Golems. So this one is Ignis, and something between them. So Ignis, Essentia. This one goes to Air. So this one goes to Herba. Herba goes to Arbor. Arbor goes to Air, which goes to Census. Let's see. Auto. What can auto go into? Auto can go into Vitreous, we can go to Terra. So if we go to auto, we go to Terra. Oh, sorry. Vitreous. Then go to Terra and we're done. Okay, research 1, red crystal. Oh, that opens some things. Magic hourglass. Read motors for that one. Remote comparator, keeping an eye on things. Something about a brain. So we have a red crystal. You've discovered that some materials, once crystallized, a certain way becomes more susceptible to magic control. The new crystalline structures can then be rearranged, and in some cases, instructions can be imprinted upon them. This discovery came to you during your experimentations on redstone powder. The resulting redstone crystal, or red crystal, can be oriented more easily in a chosen direction. It can be placed on any side of a block. Right-click on a section of a red crystal with your wand to add or remove a connection to its neighbors. Okay. Interesting. So it sounds like it's sort of like a different way of making a wire. Dim. This variety of red crystal allows you to cap the signal strength it emits to a specific value. This can be useful when devices react differently to specific signal strengths. For example, it can still output a strength lower than the cap, so there are some situations where you may want to pair it with something else, such as an amplified red crystal or a redstone torch. To change its cap, right-click the center of the dim crystal with your wand. Dense red crystal. The structure of a dense red crystal is such that weaker redstone signals cannot penetrate it, preventing the signal from being passed on. Unfortunately for you, its structure is magical and can be altered at your whim. In effect, dense red crystals will always output either a signal at least equal to the strength you specify, or no signal at all. To change its minimum required strength, right-click the center of the dense crystal with your wand. Amplified red crystal. When this type of red crystal receives a redstone signal, it outputs a full-strength signal in the specific direction. If other red crystals is used to pass the signal along, then its effective signal strength, just grab something here, will remain for 15 or more blocks. Remain 15 for many more blocks before it decays to 14 strength. At each point it will fall by one each tile as is normal for redstone signals. Dim red crystals is an exception to the rule, as it will reduce the signal strength to 14 or below immediately. Amplified red crystals will only receive a signal from the side opposite to its output. Bloody complicated. Resonating red crystals. Magic hourglass, I'm curious about that one. So we could click on this or shift click it. There we go. So, magic hourglass. Okay, the hourglass you designed is useful for delaying signals and producing redstone pulses, but is lacking in some areas, repetition for one. Also, sometimes you want the timer to start from 0 each time the hourglass is activated, even if sand was already falling, but this is impossible with the mundane sand, which must flow from where it left off. To address these flaws, you've enchanted an hourglass with the ability to turn itself over repeatedly and the ability to instantly move its sand to the top, restarting the timer if you so choose. It can instead move the sand to the bottom, instead ending the timer early without emitting a signal from the hourglass and stopping the loop if it was set to repeat. Additionally, the several different signal modes, pulse, is standard, constant mode means a signal is sent the entire time sand is falling. Alternating, the negative. Well, we'll cut it there, but it sounds interesting. Entropic refining, because we are already on the page. Ooh. So we take Peditio and Vitreous to have a silk-touched stone, and that will guarantee us 11 shards. And I do believe we get 4 shards. Or how is it? We get 4 shards per, so that guarantees us 11, which is just below the maximum we can possibly get if we use the Silk Touch, not the Silk Touch, the Fortune 3. So that vastly increases the amount of shards we can get just by using a little bit of this. That's quite nice. We might make use of that. We will make use of that. Tommy cake. Let them eat it. Apocrypha. If there's one thing you love, it's cake. You would eat its delicious goodness all day if you could, but it always runs out in the end. To remedy this, you have devised a recipe to infuse a cake with longevity with longevity enhancing magic, the Thorny Cake lasts significantly longer than a mundane one, and will slowly repair itself as long as there's at least a sliver left. The enchantments are unstable, however, and the cake cannot be moved again through conventional means once placed down. That is awesome. I'll definitely be using that. I probably won't attack pie with them and place them all over, but if I can make these, like, my idea is I want to make a coffee shop, and think about it, I can make magic cake that will never run out, so there's always snacks. That is bloody awesome. Okay, let's do it. Stop looking at me like that. Okay, we have advanced golems. Maybe I should think this through. So, if we take any golem, combine it with redstone, glowstone, gunpowder, a water jar and a brain, we get an advanced golem. You have discovered a way of improving golems in several minor but significant ways. Firstly, golems that go through this process are able to hold one additional upgrade, though they can never have more than 2 upgrades. That's good to know, so it doesn't make sense to upgrade one that isn't advanced. 2 upgrades of a single type, so it can make a 3 one. Interesting. Secondly, they move slightly faster. Thirdly, they have a slightly greater sight radius. You're sure the malevolent intent of the eyes is just your imagination? Right. So what do you say? Should we try making one? I'm kinda curious. Gunpowder, glowstone and redstone. Glowstone, redstone, gunpowder we have out here. It's nighttime, I can see. Everything is so pretty and blue. A brain. We need to have gunpowder as well. A jar and a golem. What type of golem should we make? The options we have is a straw golem, which is kinda shit. Wooden golems, which is the ones I usually make. Tallow golems, which can have extra upgrades. Clay golems, which is a little more tough, but they start sinking in water, I believe. Stone golems, which goes further off the toughness, but they still sink in water and become slow. And then we have thornium, which is the same as the tallow, just slow, sinking in water. And a jar. So, there's not really a good way to do this, so we will do the jar. And then we'll do brain, glowstone, redstone, gunpowder, and then we just need our golem. Do we have enough to make the infusion? 8 cognitio, 8 senses and 8 victus. We have enough senses, cognitio and victus we should have plenty of. And I'm kind of tempted if we are making a... like it's either I think either we should make just a wooden golem, because they're fairly simple. They're low carry limit, but nice. But maybe we should make tallow instead. So make a tallow golem. He can carry a little more. He can have 2 upgrades. And if we do the heavy ones, then we will do a thaumium golem instead. Very high durability, strength, self-repair. It's probably a little overkill, but I mean, maybe he can carry, if we upgrade him, he can carry a full stack or something ridiculous. But I don't know. I think either tallow or thaumium. I guess we could also make one of each, but it might be a little overkill. Magic and flesh. Do we even have enough flesh? I have cooked quite a bit of my flesh. Oh, we do have enough. So tallow or thaumium? Surely there must be a way to stop these headaches. Oh, we're getting warpy. That did sound like we unlocked something though. Okay, tallow. We will do that then. Oh, purifying bath salts. That's the one we need. Let's just have a look at that research. Okay, so let's see, Sano. So if we do Victus. Sano contains Victus and Ordo. So if we do Ordo, Potentia, Ignis. Ignis. Then here we could walk these two. This contains Terra, this contains air, so if we go to Terra, we can go to air from here, Arbor, Herba, sanitizing soap, and arcane spa. Let's do the soap as well. I think our stuff is almost out. Yeah, it's out. Burn it out. Let's refill it. Okay, we need 2 shards for it. That. Boop, boop. Yeah. I don't want to run so slow, so we'll just put this back on again. Back on the table. Let's see here. Alienus. Alienus is vacuous and tenebrae. Vacuous contains air. Tenebrae contains vacuous as air and veditio. Tenebrae contains vacuous and lux. So if we go tenebrae, vacuous, and lux. Tenebrae. That's actually not what I wanted. I wanted it there. Tenebrae. Do lux. Do ignis. Here we could do a combination. Potentia, and then we have Sano, which contains Ordo as well as Victus. So let's do Ordo and do Vitreous. Alright, let's see what we have discovered. Also buy this. So, purifying bath salts. Purifying bath salts. Warp is a danger for even the most careful thaumaturges. For those that have done a bit too much dabbling in warp effects, are probably more than an annoyance. Purifying bath salts help with that. Simply tossing these bath salts into water will turn the water into a silvery purifying liquid that soothes away the stresses of the day and brings temporary relief from the side effects of warp. It should be noted, however, the more warp a thaumaturge suffers from, the shorter the duration of this protection. The salts are quite fragile and will soon dissolve if tossed around haphazardly. Interesting. So Salismundus with some stuff will become bath salts. Sanitizing soap is tallow and stuff. Cleaning the body is easy enough, but once warp becomes a nuisance, you need something that can clean the mind as well. This soap cleans the flesh, but the effects it has on your psyche is what truly makes it special. When used, it has a small chance of reducing non-permanent warp and will remove all temporary warp. Using it while under the effects of a warp ward or while standing in purifying fluid will increase the odds. Interesting. Arcane Spa. Pouring bath salts into water is a bit of a chore, but luckily one easily solved with a bit of magic. You have created a handy machine that, when filled with water and bath salts, will automatically mix them. Will automatically mix them and pump the liquid into an area above it. The liquid will fill a 5x5 area above the location where the machine is placed. Additionally, you have found that it can be used to pump nearly any liquid you can fill it with. You can fill it with automation or by clicking on a block with the appropriate container. Applying a redstone signal will disable it. Okay, interesting. An arcane spa. Just give me a second here. So now we can do something to get rid of our warp. Okay, so a tallow golem requires a block of tallow, and to get a block of tallow we need 9 pieces of flesh. Just exactly half of what we have. And to purify tallow we need to use 2 pieces of presentati, I believe. Yep. Put me in the cellar. Put me in the cellar. Ah. There we go, 18. Tallow, a tallow block. Then we need to have extra stuff for this because it's more expensive than usual. We need to have twice the amount of normal, so 8 humanus, 8 motors and 8 spiritus. That's the problem with making a doubly advanced golem. Humanus, yep. So 8 of those. Spiritus and motors. Motors is here. And spiritus. Are you spiritus? You're vacuous. You are temperas. Let me say your spiritus. Your spiritus. Alright. Put me up. It's fun. I don't know if it works better. Right, I know it doesn't work better, but it's still fun. Okay, so humanus, motors, spiritus, tallow block, tallow golem. Stick in. No. No. That's not what I wanted. Come back to me. And there we go. So that should be everything for an advanced golem. Yep. So the only thing left to do is start the reaction and hope that things doesn't blow up. Ah! Flies into the ceiling. Ah, first thing that happens is something blows up and it's even not even a stable thing. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. It made more of this bloody stuff. Let's clean it up. Okay, so let's just get rid of the redstone. Let's grab you and have a look at you. Yeah, there you see. There's a brain in the top of its head now. Also has 3 belly buttons. And he has no purpose in life yet. We don't know what we want to use him for. Most likely we will use him for crafting, because now we can actually use the full crafting of such a table. But for now, let's pick him up. No, that's not what I wanted. I keep forgetting that I need to hold shift. Let's put him in here for now. So, there we have a tallow golem. That's because he has no purpose in life. As opposed to these fellows, they all have a purpose. let's see. We could try and give him a purpose. So, to give him a purpose, also good evening, Pi. How are you tonight? We need to have the empty core, which is lacrum and vacuous, I believe. Yeah, empty core, lacrum and vacuous. Lacrum, yep. Vacuous is over here. That's tenebrae. You were vacuous, yep. Okay, so now that that is done, we just need to have 4 pieces of clay and a night ore. You in there. I'm okay. Had a little bit of a strange day, but other than that, alright. I'm not going to go into the details, but I had a bit of an episode at work, which resulted in me being kinda blushy and kinda awkward and uncomfortable. So yeah. Let's brew some stuff. There we go. Let's get our stuff back on for now. And book. So now we need to go to Atomogy. We need a golem's workbench, which requires a runic whitelist. Do we have additional ones of those, I wonder? White dye, right? Whitelist, yep, it just requires auto. Then we need a chest and a workbench. Chest, workbench. Chest, workbench, runic whitelist. That there. We just need to make sure we have enough of the aspects. We need 10 Fabrico, 5 Humanus, 5 Order. Order we definitely have enough of. Humana... no, not Humanus, was it? Yeah, it's Humanus and Fabrico. Fabrico we have enough of. Humanus we have plenty of, so we should be good. Ah! Well, let's say it this way. I had to leave the room and kind of fake going to the toilet for a while. Okay, so now that we have that, we need something for him to craft. What should we ask him to craft? You know what we should ask him to craft? We should ask him to craft. We're gonna need some of these. There we go. Hey. Okay, let's just put it in there for a moment so that we can craft a chest. Cocoa beans. They come from Valiance. And do we still have a Valiance out here is the question. We have the Valiant there. Let's have a couple stacks of those. Get those processing. And then while we are working on that, I don't believe you can do the job for us, can you? No, you only have one home. I guess we could play with colours, but that's a little bit of an arse. So let's hop down in the basement. Whoop, put me in the basement. There we go. Humanus. Motus and Spiritus. It was one of those situations where you kind of knew what was going to happen, but you didn't completely think that it was going to happen. Like, kind of like you can't really believe it. We're gonna need 4 more clay. Give me a niter, please. Okay, what do we need for? We need a fill one that's famous and vacuous. Let's scrap this first. Famous and vacuous. And famous, I believe it's this one, yep. potato in the middle. Crafting close. Grab. Yeah, it was a little bit of an overwhelming situation. It kind of stressed me out a little bit. Like, my heart was pounding and I just felt a pressure in my chest. Okay, so now we can make the other core. No, the other way around. There we go. I was too lazy to pull out my Thaumonomicon. I have to admit. Okay, so let's see here. We need to have a wood golem. You need to live here. And you need to interact with this one. And you need to have a fill command. Not precise amount, please. Need to take wheat. Give me back the wheat. Thank you. And we need to take cocoa beans. And then let's see, you need to... Wait, is that right? Yeah, you live there and you work with that. Good. You work with this. Don't need that anymore. Then you need to have... Oh! The glow. Holy crap at the eyes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to D&D. You know your friends are cuter. Looks like we're going to need some more cocoa combs. Let's grab some more. I'm kind of curious where we're going to go next. It sounded like he has some evil ideas for us. So I'm a little scared. He did promise that I wouldn't die though. Well, let's see here. It's a bad spot. But I think it's this one. Let's chunk load that one. Pop through here and have a look at what has happened over at T-Snow's place. If anything has happened, mind. Oh, lovely. Oh yeah, look at that. Umbral roses. Now we will start getting some black dye going. I started the stream by creating an umbral rose and planting it in T-Snow's base to see what happens. So once Snow comes on next time, you'll wonder what this thing is. I should probably remember to tell him not to break the big one. Let's see, while we're here, let's remove our chunk loading. And pop back up again. I don't know, we kinda have like 7 C's taken care of. Alrighty. Those eyes. Oh, creepy. So has anything else appeared is the question. I wonder what that is. I want to know. I'm curious. Let's do it. Whoops, wrong table. Okay, Machina. What is it Machina contains? Machina contains instrumentum and motus. Motus contains audio and air. Let's see, Machinas, Motus. Order to air. Is there anything that contains order and air? I can't remember. Audio and air. Motus. I just looked at it. Okay, then we need sensors. Sensors contains air. Let's include the arbor. And done. Automagy. Crystalline brain. Crystallized intelligence. Mostly harmless. Tally box. It's all about the numbers. And this reader. A watch crucible never boils. That's just confusing. Let's see, we need some aurum. Okay, what does this do? Measuring the empty space inside a container is one thing, but determining the type and amount of this is another story. And the protagonist of this story, that'd be the Vis reader. The Vis reader outputs a redstone signal based on the Vis contents of anything from water jars to crucibles to aura nodes themselves. It could even read one's Vis if they were held on a suitable device. There are two ways this can work. The simplest method is placing the Vis reader directly beneath the object to be read. Otherwise, place a remote comparator above the reader and link its crystalline eye to the target location, the comparator, the total mode, any high mode, any low mode, capacity, aspect count mode, okay, interesting. Not sure what I would use it for, but it might come in handy. How are we doing? Just need a few more. Let's empty this out in the meantime. Oh, and also, by the way, good evening to Yuki. Completely empty. Let's see, this one, and all the other one has something left. Alright. Let's see, while it is processing, what do we have? Item duct, temperate fluid ducts is the one, so I can take any fluid. No. It is the hardened fluid duct we need. Actually, no, I don't think we'll do that. It's gonna be... I think we'll save that for next week instead. Because if we do it now, I won't be certain of the success, and I would like a couple of buckets to test things out with. Come on, give me the last one, please. Thank you. Alright, now we can test this thing out. Right, so you need to also take cocoa beans. Not a full stack, please. Go away. There we go. Actually, we should specify for you. Come on. So how do we do this? Right click, shift right click. One second, needs a calculator. I don't care to actually calculate this. Okay. How many is that? I think we'll do this one instead, so we'll do... There we go. There we go, 192, and then we'll do... Oops. 96 of those. You're not working, guy. What's wrong with you? Whoops. No, that's not what I wanted. Take you. No. Take that away. Chaos. Not bread in that one. You, we will put you here. You're marked there. Why are you not working? That's the question. We'll figure that out at some point. We need to get rid of some stuff. Any more? This one goes there. We're gonna need some more stone. Because now I just feel like doing a little bit of building. You're in the way, guy. Okay. Okay, let's see here. We have these, we have those. We need to have, we have the wood, that is good. That's all we need. Come on, mouse, work with me. Okay, so I do believe that this one cannot be placed upside down. Yep, it's a little bit of an ass. No. No. These blocks. There we go. No. There we go. Always a little arsey to work with these. No. So question Pi, are you actually still playing on the modded server? I haven't seen you on in ages. No. Now we have a feather. Dum, bum, 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 bum. No. Okay, so now we actually need to go into the tree there. Not sure I want to do that yet. There. There. guess we'll have to sooner or later anyway. So where did we get to here? Oops. So let's see, we need to go there, there. Just make them all. Okay, didn't know it actually broke that fast. Here, so we need to have here, there, and here. No, not what I wanted. This might not be possible to do without shears, so let's grab some. Okay. I did not know it would do that, but okay. Gave me a sapling even though I don't think I was supposed to get one. Alright. Now we just need to place some blocks in it. That may require us to remove some of them again. We do not have enough out here though. Go. There we are. Okay, so let's see here. How do we want to make the bridge? This one here probably needs to go. Be a full block, and the same on the other side. Okay. So if we take marble, stick marble in that, and we can coat the underside with that. I think that could work. Of course, if we even want to coat the underside, I'm not actually sure we do. I think we'd rather just use plain old marble. This one we will replace there. Give me some slabs, please. Not that many. Is it getting dark again? It certainly is. Oh, and while we sleep, let's just grab ourselves some more drink. I think we would rather do that. I could have sworn we just get a full block from 2 half blocks. I need to test that. Certainly do. Very nice. I did not know that. Pluck there, pluck there. This one needs to go there. Oops, that's so not what I wanted. So actually this, I need to fill it up anyway. Okay, so question is how we want it to look. I think this is actually okay. Then the question is, should we do something like that? Okay. Let's do no. Still no. That way. I think that's better. I like that. We need some carpenter's fence. And we probably don't have enough. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Right, how is it we made it again? Okay, sticks for it. Never ending. And I don't think we want it here. And then we need to have some eucalyptus. Let's just dump some of the things we have here. We'll keep those. And the question is, do we want to change the look? Could do something like that. Not certain. Not quite certain. Nah, it's too noisy. Okay, let's see here. So we have some plumwood as well, which I have taken some time to gather. And what are we going to use that for? Well, for the house, of course, because I want something different for these sections here. That section is probably too big to just do it, but here, for instance, let's see, this one here, needs to go, this one here needs to go. Bugger. There it is. There we go. Something a little different for that bit. Let's see. Put this back in there. Let's place those there. Change to a hammer. Something like that. And the question is, should we make it stone or should we make it eucalyptus? Thinking probably stone. Well, let's take a nap. Probably won't go on too much longer, but a little bit of building never hurt. others keep messing with me. This would give more depth, but I kind of think I like this one best. I'm not certain though. If anything, it needs to have silver bellwood. I'll let it stay and see how I like it. Now I wonder if we do that, for instance. It works. Okay, let's see. Whoops, we accidentally made scaffolding. That's not what we wanted. Bugger. Sticks again, please. There we go. We probably don't need that many, do we? Maybe like that. This I'm probably going to mess around with quite a bit because I'm fairly certain I'm not satisfied with it, but for now we're going to let it stay. Just take a look at it basically. go. Let's dispose of all of these thingies. Let's see, so I believe we have silverwood on the inside of those, yes. That would mean silverwood there. There we go. We need a stair. Oops. There we go. Come on. There we are. Silver bell. There we go. And we just need this one here. Did we have any more? Nope. Fresh stack needed. Oh, that's the last of them. Oh, wow. I need to make more. No more eucalyptus. Luckily, thanks to gold, we have a couple stacks left. And there, silver bell. So we at least have a scheme for the sides of the tower here. We're going to repeat that around, and we need to figure out the corners, both on top and on bottom. But I'm starting to like this. This looks a little weird, but I actually think it works with what I want to use it for. So I have an idea for that. Alright, so I think that is a good place to call it off and make more progress in a number of areas. And yeah, generally just made a bunch of stuff. Scrap the dirt, scrap the stone. We're not going to need that much more. So I think we're going to call it off here for tonight. Just sort the rest of these bits out. Replant our ender lilies and apparently throw ourselves into the floor because we're smart. And yeah, so we have made some definite progress. We've also messed ourselves up with some warp, but hey, now at least we can do some stuff with it. Whoa, this effect is weird. Is that? Huh. That's strange. Ooh, that's interesting, a very weird bug. But yeah, thank you very much for watching tonight's stream. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you again next week, hopefully. So good night to everyone. Good night to you, Pi. Good night to Key. And good night, Sean. Thanks for dropping by. And yeah, see you again next week. Have a lovely weekend. Bye!